are you guys? So we're gonna go over this general hydroponics pH control kit. I purchased this off of Amazon. It was about $15-ish or so. And so I basically bought this because I wanted to make sure that I am growing my hydroponics gardens with the correct pH levels, which is at about 5.5 to 6.5. And so I just went ahead and researched and found this on Amazon, and it is for hydroponics. And so what I really want to do is I want to get the best growth I can out of these two systems I have in front of me. So I tested my water initially, and I found that the water in my fridge that I originally used in this system over here was actually more acidic than the water in my tap, which is what I started this system with. I have now converted both systems over into my tap water, and I tested it, and my water's just a little bit acidic, on the acidic side. So it's probably about a 4 to a 5 range. So that's why I bought this, and this will raise or lower the pH in your two systems here. So this one will raise the pH, and this one will lower the pH. And this is our droplets that we use to test the water. It's the pH test indicators. And then it also comes with your little, there we go, make sure it's in the camera here. And it'll also come with this little vial and this dropper. And so this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead and do a test real quick. I've already cleaned this because I've used it. Every time you use this, make sure you clean it, whether you're using it in here, unless you get a different dropper. I suggest cleaning it every time and letting it air dry or drying it, so that way you can remove any of the water residue or either of these two items that you put in your water when you drop it. You want to make sure it's clean every time so you don't get a misread. So basically, we're going to do a little test here. I'm going to go ahead and get some water. Probably about 2 droppers full to fill this halfway. And one more. So a 3rd dropper, about halfway. There we go. It's about half. And when we test this, we want to make sure that our water is about a yellowish green, right? And so now what I'm going to do, actually I don't want to put the lid on that yet. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 drops. And put the lid on. You don't have to shake it or anything. Just tap the bottle, let it incorporate itself. And we're looking for a yellowish green tint, which that looks about right. And so that means our pH level is about 5.5 to 6.5, which is ideal for growing plants in your hydroponics. And so it says here, repeat test to verify that pH is now within the correct ranges, 5.5 to 6.5. And so it gives you a little chart here, and these are the instructions on the back. Let me take this out of plastic. So yeah, I went ahead and adjusted my pH because it did test to be, it was kind of like a yellowish orange. So what I did is I went ahead and added this to my water. Now I kind of just winged it. I used this dropper here. I put 2 drops in the water into the motor area where the water circulates, and I let it circulate for a little bit, and then I went ahead and tested the water. Each time I test the water, I did rinse these out and let them dry or dried them off to make sure that I didn't get a misread. And now both of my tanks are at the optimal pH level, which is 5.5 to 6.5. It's not that hard. It really wasn't that hard. I also have other items that I ordered for this. That is a digital pH control read, but I have to actually set up the thermometer on that, or the reader on that. So we'll go over that in a later video. But this is our pH up and down. Now I did use this also. I kind of put too much pH in this big system over here. And so what I did is I just went ahead and did the opposite. Used a little bit of this, probably like a dropper, and then I put it in the water and then it kind of leveled it out. So you use a little bit, you don't pour a bunch in there, you just do a little bit at a time. Dropper is kind of like you're winging it basically if you don't know what you're doing. So this is my little review of this. Working good so far. I kind of see that since I have changed the pH in my water, that I'm getting a lot more growth on both of these gardens here, especially this one here. I mean, we're barely on day 10 here, and the lettuces in the back are like really growing. And then I noticed these herbs in the front on this one here have also started coming through a lot bigger and growing higher. So, okay, so this is the review on this General Hydroponics pH kit. If you guys have any questions, comment down below and make sure you like and subscribe. And if you guys want, I'll go ahead and post a link also for this kit. So that way you don't have to search for it on Amazon. But, all right, you guys have a great day.